Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And if you've not subscribed already, then please kindly do so. Okay, so let's get into it. What's the topic of the day? Well, as promised in the previous video about Nigel Benn not having sparred for 23 years, this video is entitled, Who is Sakio Bika? Sakio Bika. I almost said Biko there. You all remember that song by, was it Peter Gabriel? Peter Gabriel. Oh, Biko, 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 Biko. Every time I hear his name, Sakio Bika, I think of that tune. Haunting tune. But anyway, who is Sakio Bika? Sakio. I'm going to say Sakio. What's the pertinence of this video? Well, as you may or may not know, Sakio Bika is Nigel Benn's opponent for his comeback fight. His one and only comeback fight is coming back just for one night only. Just one more night. Let's move this one along. Okay. Nigel Benn, one more fight for closure. Okay. There is Sakio Bika, with Floyd Mayweather for perspective, size perspective. Nice bow tie. Nice bow tie. Floyd, nice bow tie. Let's look at that one more time. There we go. It's a hell of a bow tie. Okay. I used to have one when I was a kid. Elastic around the back. Just slip it on under the collar. Okay, I remember that. I was quite fond of it. Don't know what happened to it. Okay. Sakio Bika. Well, as we can say, is somebody who's quite well in good shape. Very good shape. Sakio Bika. Okay. There we have it. He was an XW. We're gonna take a look at his. There is his lovely lady wife. We're gonna take a look at his record in a second. His lovely kids, and of course his sumptuous lady wife. Clearly, this man has an eye for the ladies. Okay. Say no more. Say no more. Okay, let's take a look at the record of Sakio Bika. Okay, let's line this baby up. Let's line this baby up nicely. Okay, so Sakio Bika. Division, middleweight. I think he ended his fighting days a couple of years prior. We'll take a look at that in a second. Orthodox, 6 foot. Nationality, Australia. Place of birth, Douala, Cameroon exchange student. Okay, now resides in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Alias the Scorpion. I guess he must pack a sting. 44 bouts. 22 KOs. He's been beat 7 times. 3 draws. Now, interestingly, he won his last 2 fights versus Lee Sharp. Not the footballer. Oh, that's Luke Sharp, sorry. And Gerard Ajdovic. Both fights took place fraternity club. One fight the last fight took place in Sydney. The other one in Fairy Meadow. Okay, don't say nothing. Won those 2 fights. Prior to that, these 2 fights prior to that he lost. That was his last fight was in 2017. October. And 2017 July. mere 2 years ago. Prior to that, he had not fought for 2 years. So he came back for a little bit of pocket money, one might imagine, one might presume. Prior to that, he hadn't fought for 2 years, and his last fight was prior to his comeback fights in 2017. Prior to that, he had lost to Adonis Stevenson via unanimous decision, and prior to that, Anthony Durrell. Another loss by unanimous decision. So you see, this guy is a high-level guy, high-level operator, and an ex-WBC belt holder. So yeah, high-level guy. This guy ain't no punk. No punk at all. Prior to that, he had Drew. What was that, split decision to Anthony Durrell. That was in 2013, December 2013. Came back 8 months later and lost to him by unanimous decision. So this is a high-level operator. Who else can we see? Who else can we see on his record? Quite a few names. Most notable of which, some of the most notable ones being Joe Calzaghe, 2006. That was a loss via unanimous decision at the Manchester MEN Arena. That was October 2006. And then we scroll up a little bit more for another most notable name. And who do we see? 2010, November 27, 2010, Andre Ward. That was at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And that loss was also via unanimous decision. So this guy ain't no punk. He ain't no punk at all. Last fought 2 years ago. There again we see him with his lovely lady wife down there in Sydney, Australia. So this was just a quick one to introduce you to Sakio Bika. What's his age? Let's take a look at the age. What is he, 41? Yeah, 79. What does that make him? I think that makes him 41. Yeah, I believe so. I don't have my calculator with me, but according to my mental arithmetic, that makes him 41 versus Nigel Benn's 55. If you see my previous video, you will know that Nigel Benn has not fought for, or rather, has not fought for 23 years. Has not sparred for 23 years. Whereas Sakio Bika has been fighting up until 2 years ago. It is a very interesting scenario. So there is your introduction to Sakio Bika. Now, what say you? It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comment. It's the shares. And it is that hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And for sure, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Also, to stay updated with the latest news. Okay, it's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, and I'm out.